Short films are often seen as the feature film's counterpart. However, the short film is its own form with its own merits. Take for example the BAFTA Short Film Awards, showcasing short film talent as its own category and genre. Yet the short film form is often left unexplored and described as a student genre. Some of feature film's best known directors started out with short films. Take for example Christopher Nolan. He started off creating films such as Doodlebug, which early on demonstrate the Nolan style, to which he continues to have in his feature film career, suggesting that short films can act to establish an auteur style. Both Inception and Doodlebug demonstrate Nolan's hallmark of his interest in metaphysics and the idea of bending reality. Short films often allow filmmakers just starting out a way to make films that are cost effective and practical. Bevan Yateman talks about other pressures short film directors have apart from the creation of the actual film. He suggests they can just as appropriately be judged on their effectiveness in furthering the director's likelihood to get future funding for a feature. An example of this can be seen with David Sandberg and his film Lights Out. Originally the film was a short made by him and his wife. However, this allowed him to get the funding for a full feature of Lights Out. Therefore concluding, a short film can clearly be seen to further a director's career path. As we are at our detail, novice directors sometimes feel uncomfortable working with actors for the first time. As shown in Lights Out, utilising those around you can help with your skills and give the director the experience working with others, meaning the short film can be used as a calling card for directors' skills but allow them to hone their craft. This has been seen with David Sandberg and with Nolan and with Martin Scorsese. Johannes Rees describes, there seems to be some, perhaps increasing demand for short films by television in order to sustain a commercial production. Russell Evans suggests that drama is the staple of most places we watch movies. Therefore, with many shorts captivating this key genre, why is a short film often left under-theorised? Drama can be defined as an exciting, emotional, unexpected event or circumstance. This can certainly be seen with Martin Scorsese's The Big Shave. Critics have described the film as a comment on the United States' involvement in the Vietnam War, which could also be prompted by the film's alternative title, Viet 67. Short films, by their very definition, are anywhere up to 30 minutes long. This is significantly less time than a feature. Therefore, in-depth character development is often difficult. Cooper and Dancyger suggest there should be no more than 3 or 4 characters in a short, adding that the effectiveness of a short is its simplicity. There is simply not enough time for the protagonist to go on a long-winded journey of self-actualization.
I want to live.
Cooper and Dancyger further suggest, in less than 5 minutes through a series of powerful visual and oral images, we are not only able to grasp the main character's terrible predicament, but also will be able to identify with him or her. This can be seen in Bertie Gilbert's Let It Be, especially with the character Martha.
Fucking sorry?
I was supposed to kill her today, but I postponed it.
The cinematography is very effective in showing Martha's internal struggle of her disease. This is paired with an effective dialogue from the character Death.
You told her, not me.
I didn't tell her. I don't know how she knew. I gotta go.
That's just fucking great.
I'm sorry. I gotta go.
No, well, now I can't be angry at you, can I? Fucking cancer,
Yeah,
sure.
it's fucking cancer. You happy now?
Why would that make me happy?
I can't do this. Where Death got me.
No, sure, yeah, you go. She's the priority. Fine.
Oh, man. It's a real shame.
Oh, fuck off, Mitch.
The short film genre has different audiences and aims to that of the feature, and therefore they can touch on more sensitive or taboo topics in society.
Changing the light bulb with a rope.
What's in the bag?
Short films can act as critical material towards a society or culture. Cooper and Dancyger suggest that the short film remains a viable form of expression. Using this idea, Tim's H. The Fleeting Life of Peter Wright tackles the ever-growing statistic of male suicide rates.
No, the other one.
Shit.
This short, whilst using dark humour,
In the fucking hallway.
tackles the topic in a sensitive and
So you're telling
captivating
me I was
way.
gonna come in after
However,
a long day,
within
spaghetti
feature
hoops
films,
in
suicide
hand,
is
ready to
often
watch
used
the
as more of a
Bake Off, and find
subplot
my
than the main
housemate
plot,
dangling from the fucking
as this is
chandelier.
risky and controversial.
In the fucking
The Fleeting
hallway.
Life of Peter Wright works better as a short
come on,
rather
mate,
than a
don't
feature,
start.
as it's not
This has
restricted by
nothing
any
to do
big
with you.
cinematic industry,
It's been a
which
really
means the topic can
No,
be
the
fully
hallway.
explored.
Like the rope. Why a rope? Alright. Suicide DVD. That doesn't sound right.
I tried to kill myself.
It's a tape. Like it's always a tape.
The Samaritans have a fact sheet which describes what may be helpful and unhelpful when depicting suicide. Suggest men in midlife from lower socio-economic backgrounds are at higher risk of suicide. A sensitive, responsible and realistic portrayal of suicidal behaviours of a working-class male character could help address a serious public health issue, especially if the character sought help and chose to live. The short clearly follows these guidelines and provides a serious undertone to the issue of mental health. The way Tim H has crafted the film with the more humorous beginning and then moving into a more serious tone shows how in under 20 minutes a short film can provide an important hard-hitting message than if it was a feature.
After you die. Either way.
This is it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
For real.
They say that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Then again, it could be a permanent solution to a permanent problem. Hell, if you fuck it up, it could be a temporary solution to a permanent problem.
Most short films end up on online platforms, for example YouTube or Vimeo. The average YouTube audience is between 14 and 17. Therefore, with Tim H's short films mostly ending up on these online platforms, for example The Fleeting Life of Peter Wright, they are able to captivate this niche audience.
In this great nation of ours, about 14 people kill themselves every day.
With most short films ending up on online platforms, The Fleeting Life of Peter Wright demonstrates how a short film can effectively and quickly get across an important message, unlike whereas in a feature you'd need to watch the whole 120 minutes to get the message. Short films provide a quick and easy way to spread social awareness and tackle big issues.
Stick it out for a bit. See what happens.
Overall, short films can do a variety of things that a feature cannot or could not do as effectively. Whilst the money is in the feature film, short films have their own benefits. The biggest draw of the short film is the use of it as a calling card, allowing them to access the big budget film. This was explored using Nolan's Doodlebug, Sandberg's Lights Out and Scorsese's The Big Shave, all who've now gone on to make big budget features. The other major thing a short film does, more effectively than a feature, is tackle sensitive or taboo topics without limits, explored by Bertie Gilbert's Let It Be, looking at death and character struggles, and how the short is able to develop its characters in a short space of time, but yet effectively touch on the sensitive topic. And finally, Tim H's The Fleeting Life of Peter Wright, exploring the on-screen portrayal of suicide, something most features would shy away from.